This is Makana Visa bringing you the truth, the insights, and the real stories that matter straight from the heart of Pangalenja TV. No jinx, no spin, and no compromise. Let's dive into it. Jacob Zuma's daughter, Nomcebo Zuma, has made headlines after reportedly walking out of a royal marriage to King Mswati III of Eswatini, just months after becoming his 12th wife during the 2024 Umhlanga dance ceremony. When traditions weighs heavier than joy, even the brightest tiara cannot keep a woman from choosing herself. In a palace draped in gold, she wore silence like silk. Beloved by title, forgotten in presence, Nomcebo Zuma stepped into royalty not just as a bride, but as a question: can tradition truly curtail a woman's soul? Born of kings and rebels, she traded protocol for peace, opulence for freedom, and when she walked away, she did not just leave a crown behind, she left a message etched into the heart of a kingdom too slow to listen. Nomcebo, 22 years old, is said to have struggled with emotional toll of the king's polygamous lifestyle, citing long periods of isolation and not seeing her husband for months. Despite her upbringing in a polygamous household, Zuma himself has 6 wives. Nomcebo reportedly found the royal protocols and lack of personal freedom overwhelming. In line with Swazi tradition, her departure, known as Ukwemuka, prompted King Mswati to send a royal delegation to Nkandla to negotiate her return. However, Zuma has allegedly refused to meet with them, stating he never supported the marriage in the first place. The situation has sparked broader conversations about women's autonomy in traditional royal settings, especially in Eswatini, where the monarchy is still absolute and deeply patriarchal. Whether Nomcebo will return remains uncertain, but her move has stirred a rare public challenge to royal marital customs. Nomcebo Zuma's life as King Mswati's third wife was far from the fairy tale many imagined. Though she entered the Eswatini royal household with grandeur, crowned during the 2024 Umhlanga dance and showered with lavish gifts, including a 3.9 million rand watch and a 200 million overseas stage trip. Behind palace walls, her reality was starkly different. Sources close to the palace says she endured long stretches of isolation, sometimes going months without seeing the king, his husband. Despite growing up in a polygamous household herself, Nomcebo reportedly found the emotional toll of being one of many wives overwhelming. The rigid royal protocol, lack of personal freedom, and the pressure to conform to traditional expectations reportedly left her feeling lonely and emotionally strained. Nomcebo Zuma, a 22-year-old daughter of former South African President Jacob Zuma and entrepreneur Mamhlongo, born into a prominent and polygamous Zulu family, she was thrust into the spotlight in 2024 when she became the 12th wife of King Mswati III of Eswatini during the annual Umhlanga dance ceremony. Nomcebo Zuma's departure from her royal marriage has sparked a wave of mixed public reaction, ranging from admiration to cultural critique. Many South Africans, especially young women, have praised her for choosing personal well-being over royal obligations, calling her a move bold stand in autonomy in a deeply patriarchal systems. Social media has abuzz with support, with some users describing her as brave and as a symbol of modern womanhood refusing to be silenced. On the other hand, traditionalists in Eswatini have expressed concern over what they see as a disruption of royal protocol, with some elders reportedly viewing her as disrespectful to Swazi customs. However, even within Eswatini, there's a growing chorus, especially among youth, questioning the emotional toll of polygamy and the lack of agency afforded to royal wives. The silence from both King Mswati and Jacob Zuma has only intensified public curiosity. Zuma's reported refusal to meet the royal delegation has been interpreted by some as a quiet protest, while others see it as a father finally backing his daughter's choice. In short, Nomcebo's departure has become more than a personal decision. It's cultural flashpoint, igniting conversations about tradition, power, and the right to choose. She walked away, not from royalty, but from a silence too costly for a woman with a voice. Not every crown is a blessing. Not every thorn offers a seat for the soul. In living, she didn't bring down a kingdom, she lifted a mirror to its heart. Now the world watches, and behind every whisper of disobedience, there is a louder question. What does loyalty mean if it costs you your joy? Nomcebo Zuma have exited the palace gates, but she has entered history as a daughter who chose herself and a woman who taught a kingdom to listen. Thank you for tuning in, and again, please subscribe, like, and comment on the comment section below. Until we meet again.